Okay, what is this weapon? Dualiso. Play again after a base attack. Okay. Sure. Yep, let's put that on. And it's freaking purple, and it's glowy, and it's sick. And we have +1 AP on base attack. Jesus. Jesus. And what is this combo attack? Base attack has 1 extra hit. Holy shit, Verso. Calm your tits, dude. You don't need to be that good. Holy Christ. Right. I need to swap this for Elemental Genesis. There we go. Yeah, realism, like, it definitely has its place. Like, oh, Jesus, what's that game? I'm going to describe something, and it's not going to explain the game at all. There was a game that, clowns on X were freaking out about because the girl was hot. I know that doesn't help at all. Let me help explain it a little bit more. I think it was based on... Jesus, I want to say it was based on Arthurian legend. Don't quote me on that. But the footage that dropped was like a 5 to 10 minute cinematic, I think, with 2 girls fighting. They were in like a library, maybe. No, it wasn't Stellar Blade. 2 girls were fighting. They were in like a library. One girl was up on a balcony. I don't remember what it was called, though. They just, like, dropped footage of it. And it looks super, like, very realistic. I don't remember what it was called. But, yeah, like, there's definitely a time and place for the realistic stuff, but, you know, stylistic stuff doesn't age quite as much. Currently in love with the current trend of 2D pixel art. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that too. Octopath, Triangle Strategy. Unicorn Overlord was super nice. I agree on that one. Let's ring a bell. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's quite a ways out from release. The particle effects can be a bit much on those games, though. I do agree there. But I think that it just brings a nice... Because pixel art never really ages. It's the thing.
Interesting.
And so if you can bring some modern techniques to it... Because it doesn't have to look good. Like, once you start making stuff... What am I... There we go. Trying to make it look realistic, because we can compare it to actual realism, it's way easier to say, like, oh yeah, that doesn't look good. Right? I mean, look, to be fair, for one, I was a kid at this time, but when I was playing Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro on the PlayStation 1, you know, I was 6, 7, 8 years old, and I was like, damn, this is the best gaming is ever gonna look. That Spider-Man with his hands permanently closed looks so real. Now we look back at that and it's like, are you serious? That looks the fakest fake ever fake was. Oh, this is across the bridge that we literally just broke. Okay. Oh, you're actually a graphic artist. That's cool. So I lean into it when I play around with the game dev. Wait, you said you're a hobbyist, right? I saw that earlier. No, Jake said he's a lifetime a hobbyist critic. But Snake, you said... Oh, yeah, it was right before that. I'm a bit of a hobbyist game dev, too, and I truly appreciate the stylish choices some games make to figure simplify something to look better than a real thing. So what kind of game, well, you're a hobbyist, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you can have a Project 2 in the works. What kind of games do you like doing dev on? Oh, yeah, Tomb Raider 2, I remember that. I never played the full game. Like, so when I was a kid, I didn't have... You know, I didn't have access to a lot of games. My parents were very limiting on, like, how many games that I could buy and well, not buy, because as a kid, like, I couldn't afford it. But they were...
Is this the place?
Yeah.
Okay, nope, then I'm not going to explore there.
If
So a lot of my gaming, which honestly, it surprised me a bit that... It surprised me a bit that I didn't get into, like, speed running or anything, because most of the gaming I did as a kid was on those Pizza Hut demo discs. Okay, so there's nothing else here. I actually just have to go this way. Most of the gaming I did was on those free Pizza Hut discs that came with, like, 10 demos of the latest, like, PlayStation 1 games. So, you know, I don't remember exactly what was on them. I know I had two. I had a blue and a green disc. Some of the games that were on them, I know Tomb Raider 2 was on it. I know Crash... Oh, was it Warped? It was the level where you were on, like, a jet ski underwater. And it was a side-scroller. Medieval was on there. I had Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or 3, I think. There was Metal Gear Solid, which I could not beat. The amount of times I heard, Snake! 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 Was over 9,000. Those are the only ones that I really remember. Oh, Final Fantasy VIII. Oh my god. I played through that freaking city on Final Fantasy VIII so many times. Starts out with all of them on a boat, just like going towards a mountaintop. Ah, shit. My eye just started burning. What the fuck? Hang on. I can't see shit right now. It's like I got pepper in my eye or something.
Couldn't wait for me, could you?
I don't even know how that happens.
I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I can't tell how she feels about this whole thing.
The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just...
They keep saying dome. I feel like they're in some kind of, like,
I'll save them, Gustav.
Oh, what's the fucking
Emma,
movie?
Your apprentices, everyone.
That Jim Carrey movie?
Leave it to us.
Where he's on a television show, but he doesn't know he's in a television show?
You were always
The Truman
there for
Show.
me.
I'll save them.
Say hi to Soph for me. Yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. Best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you
Oh my god. Dude, this music.
in the next life.
I just had full body chills there. God, this kind of music, though. I'm going to hold until the cutscene plays out. I don't want to talk over it. Man. Vocals like that always get to me. So this game has like an incredible soundtrack. Like Baldur's Gate 3 has so much of that, like Down by the River. Oh my god, I've listened to that for like hours. I don't cry or tear up that much. But my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time is Gladiator. And that last song
About 2 hours. Then
where he's just like, you know, going off on his own, putting his hand through the wheat.
We should make a right.
Oh,
and then
buddy.
it's gonna
The
take a few
waterworks
hours,
start.
And then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food. And then from there, we head north to Monoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the paintress Heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
You found old Lumiere?
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
Oh, so we got a little like Pangea action going on here?
I was with the 58 when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
What does this Renoir guy
All right,
want?
then. Let's go meet your friend at Monoko Station. And then we'll take the paintress's heart.
All right, let's level up this this weapon we just got for Verso, because this thing is busted as all heck. Yeah, this thing's very good. That being said, though, vitality and defense, huh? We're not getting as much damage out of him as we probably should. Do I have to rework his stats then? Because, I mean, like... look at the power difference here. And if he's our main damage dealer, we got to get this up. You should be able to post a link. I don't think I have any kind of, like, safe... I don't think I do. Use it wisely. Use it wisely, boys. Yeah, I think I have to change this. I probably have to take all the might out and just pump it into defense, which is super weird. Yeah, this is starting to be super weird. Because now it's like I don't really need... it's like I don't need defense. If Mael is going to be blocking all of it. So I don't really know how to work that. Actually, let's rest. Well, I guess that means I might have to go back to the drawing board here.
How far up the mountain is Minoko Station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah. There's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right. There's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Gestrels.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. Really? My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow. I can't wait to see some.
Was.
That you will.
Do you want to spend time with... Wait, what? Alright.
You seem less stressed than the others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
I'll trade you a story for story.
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Something unusual.
Something unusual, then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, hmm? Not really how you get to know each other. I don't think that's worthy of a trade.
Boo.
No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
Versio and CL spend the next few minutes arguing whether CL should also share. CL continues to tease Verso, who remains evasive. She's just a big tease. I don't think she was into Gustav anymore. I think she's just trying to fill that hole where her husband... Okay, phrasing. Fill that hole in her heart where her husband used to be. Phrasing. Their relationship grows a little bit. There's a relationship system in this game.
Your oldest friend is a Gestrel.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked Gestrels?
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades. We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere.
Okay, let's spend time with Lune. We are building all the relationships up. Whoa, that looks like she has white hair.
Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations. Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Trust works both ways.
All right.
All right. As a gesture of good faith.
Is his hand made of wood?
I'll answer 3 questions. Choose wisely.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Lune spends some time bombarding Verso with questions. He remains evasive, which pisses Lune off, but also triggers her insatiable sense of curiosity. Lune is reluctantly intrigued, as is Versio. And we don't even get to hear the questions? When the interrogation is over, they go back to the others.
How come Minoko lives so far from the other Jestrels?
Minoko's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Jestrels who went missing after the fracture.
The lost Jestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
Okay, well, it makes sense we don't build a relationship with a 15-year-old. Fake arm. Yeah, man, all these fake arms are crazy. So, yeah, like I want to build into luck, but at the same time, I feel like I need to build into deep. Like I'm building into with this weapon to make him more chunky. I think I just need to deal with it. I think I just need to take it out of might, because I don't think I'm actually doing anything with that. This is kind of one of those things that I was talking about earlier, where it's like because your damage is specifically tied to defense, or specifically tied to certain elements of the weapon itself, it feels weird to have like a super offensive build, and yet I'm just like, all right, let's pump it all into, you know, like defensive stats. Okay, let's get to 20 crit rate, and then the rest of it we'll put into vitality, so we don't split too far. Why is his power still so low? I mean, look at this. This thing is cracked. Huh. I guess maybe just because... Oh, probably because he just hits a million times, right? That's probably why. Actually, that makes sense if you think about it, because it's basically like a sword. It's like a dagger. I mean, obviously it's a sword, but he has a sword and a dagger.
Contingency plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Jestrels for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
Jesus Christ, there's a whole planet there.
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right. After the gommage.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
this relationship
It
between them,
wasn't logical,
I don't know where this is going.
but parts of me really.
I can't
believe
tell, like,
my
if there's
parents
tension
and their
between them, if they
expedition
even
had
like each other.
succeeded. That they'd stopped her.
I don't know if I'm picking up something weird.
Then-
It just seems like there's some weird tension between them.
Then the paintress woke. And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
All right. Wait, check up on the others again? There's another cutscene? Well, I guess maybe I missed a couple of these. So they're probably just built up.
Hey,
Hey,
I
Start doing arts and crafts.
didn't mean.
I don't know. There was I thought they were gonna like hold each other's hands when they both their hands went down, but at the same time, like I can't tell what their Lune is just like. I don't know if she's trying to keep herself emotionally distant from everyone because she knows kind of that they're all probably gonna die. It's like something's off. She's like, to be fair, she's the nerd, right? So she's supposed to be like
I just.
cold and calculated.
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
You think she has the hots for everybody? I don't know. That seems more like Sael. Like I said, she's trying to fill that hole in her heart.
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me. When I'm tired. When I feel hopeless. When I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear. The shame. The guilt. The anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
You feel Gustav.
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it.
Do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
So true. Man, as a kid, you think all the
Don't tell
adults have their
anyone,
shit
Susan.
going on. They certainly do not. You realize it as you get older. That nobody really knows. Like, growing up, you think your parents know all the answers? No, they were figuring out just like we are now.
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because
You think you have it
don't
all
know what
figured
else
out.
to
You don't
say,
know.
there's no comfort there.
No.
You live in
All we
ignorance,
can
my
do
boy.
is carry them with us.
I guess.
But it is bliss.
Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gamage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so you can have mine. You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
I gotta say, I didn't take you for an official kind of person.
Welcome to the disaster expedition.
Thank you.
I think that's a smart way to go about it. Oh, there we go. There's the relationship increase. I wonder what that does. I think that's the way to go about it. You know, just, you don't have to... Like when parents always do the, why is the sky blue? Oh, you know, because and then they just like make up some excuse. It's like, you don't have to make up some excuse. Just tell your kids you
How
don't
far
know.
to Minoko Station?
With SGA? Oh, should be quick.
All right, so we were in Area 2 of the continent. So we got some stuff to figure out here. Pretty much all this. I'm surprised the map opened all this up, considering we can't get there yet. Got the Squirrel Reef. So let's just start exploring. And we'll see where the... Actually, where am I supposed to go? Oh, way up here. Okay, so we're gonna check out these areas here, down here. There's a freak catapult here. Stone Quarry.
That's unusual.
What happened here?
Well, there's another white one that, you know, I'm probably supposed to help and not fight, but I've already fought the other one, so it doesn't matter if I fight this one. Didn't want to kill my friends, I just wanted to play with them. Even when I managed to play a note right, I messed up right after. Can you believe it? I'm expected to use my instrument to kill, and I'm angry. I cannot play. I will never play again. I beg you, please, mistress, I seek your help. Teach me how to not kill. Teach me how to play. I'm afraid none of us are familiar with your instrument. No. Mistress, this cannot continue. Well, perhaps we could help you practice. Truly? Yes. Help me learn how to not kill. Don't get hit when I play some wrong notes, but please do get hit when I play the right notes. Surely that should be easy for you. My brain's already confused. Don't get hit when I play the wrong notes. So dodge when you play the wrong notes, and then get hit when you play... Oh, okay, so it's just positive reinforcement. Okay. How do I know if it's the right note, though? I guess we'll figure that out.
Oh, well. Bring it on.
Oh, okay, so, wait, so red... Okay, now I understand. Red, I get hit.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Okay, red, I parry. Green, I get hit by.
Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. Bring it on. Oh, well.
Okay.
Not impressed. Bring it on. Bring it on. Not impressed. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Perfect. Never failed. It worked. And look at him go. Wait, have this. To prove my gratitude. Healing parry got leveled up. Now we could attack him. Now I feel bad about attacking him though.
He wouldn't listen. Just kept running everyone into the ground. He acted as if he was the only true believer. That we had to trust him. 5 dead, and he wanted to double down. Thomas not so subtly insinuated that Jean should be relieved of duty. Mutiny. Something I'd never have countenanced. Yet I have a duty to them too. It's a gutting realization. What has to be done? The mission is too important. The team is too important. We can't just throw our lives away for nothing. I hate that it came to this. But he broke our trust. Under Expedition Code 23, Jean Fournier is hereby relieved of duty. I, Vincent Constantine, have a...
I don't know those names. Yeah, see, like, now, technically, it should be I'm wondering if there's any benefit of not attacking the rest of them. Like, if you only attack one, do you give up the entire reward?
Acceleration!
I don't see anything here.
Swimsuit on.
We'll get into the fight, though. So I didn't fight a lot of the enemies in the first area, but it turns out there's actually a lot of rewards for fighting them for the first time, which you should definitely do. Oh shit, I didn't realize he had that many shields. Okay, I gotta figure out my speed thing too, because my L is going slow as shit. Yeah, because that was fair.